you think of to get this guy to turn around?
Please, there's no way. Please tell me he bought the bar and then gives it to the waitress. There's no way, but that'd be crazy.
All right, on the count of 3, turn around. 1, 2, 3.
This is cool.
Wow, that ATM really stands out now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it looks...
That's cleaner, yeah.
It looks... all right. I'm just not sure that it's going to work out. I don't know. Let's see.
John, my God. How are you? You're drunk, aren't you?
No, not at all.
I can tell by the way he's acting.
I can smell it from here.
No fucking way. He's shit-faced, dude.
I'm looking back, now I feel like he always was.
Usually it's weird because they, like, show the person drinking.
They did for that one scene, he drank before they showed
They
up.
only showed him drinking once this
He was sneaking
entire
them. He was
episode.
sneaking them
He was
outside.
sneaking them for sure.
There's your bar. Run it, take the signs down, change the name. Do whatever you want. I'm leaving. Tell him what you want to do, guys.
I quit.
Good luck.
Wow. Okay, so it really does look like everyone is leaving and he's just taking the... I mean, this is the most, like, dumbfounded I've been at the end of a bar rescue.
Yeah, I mean, at first you just think he's, like, indifferent, not really saying much, and then he ends up being just, like, an actual alcoholic asshole who's unappreciative of, like, the major renovations they did.
Sales remain unconfirmed. Okay, they got jobs.
Oh, 2 of them.
Wow, they returned.
And so it's a pussy who
No fucking way! The hot pussy shot made it? I gotta see if this place is still around. I gotta see. What's it called? It's open!
All you had to do was get new people. Again, at the beginning, dude, the location couldn't be beat. You could be the shittiest bar ever. The location couldn't be beat.
Guys, I can't take any more of this. Let's just wrap this up. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to like and comment and subscribe. And Connor, I've been doing this thing recently. Can you give something, like, for people to talk about in the comments? Maybe, like, you know, like, your favorite something, or talk about this, or argue about this.
Argue about, what do you guys think Andy meant when he said he recognized the exterior of the bar by church basements? Leave your comments below. What do you think he meant by that? How many basements have you seen? Is he okay?
That being said, guys, go check out Gunner's channel. You know what he does. He does the streams Tuesdays and Thursdays on twitch.tv/GunnerTVLive. Nice, I got it right. That being said, guys, that's all we have for you this time. But until next time, it's over, man. I can't believe it.
Until next time.
No, we already did that part. We're in the part after that part.
Keep doing that part. I'll be part of that part. Do that part. You got it.
It's just got to be over. It's got to be over, man.
And I'm changing, alright. I hope you're satisfied. But if not, don't blame me. Blame the
When we think of Shakespeare's greatest works, we think of the classic tragedy, Romeo and Juliet, or the comedic whimsical adventure, Midsummer Night's Dream.
But you
That's
lost
all
what
it
you
was. We may
had.
never actually know how many plays Shakespeare wrote, as the 38 that we have today are merely survivors of a likely massive collection. Well, today I have a major world secret to reveal to you that may shock you, because I found one of these missing works, and the craziest part is, it's got 8 seasons.
What if I told you Bar Rescue is completely Shakespearean? Act 1, person in trouble. Act 2, resists change. Act 3, starts to transform. Act 4, redeems themselves. Act 5, happy ending. It's as Shakespearean as it gets.
Well, he got one thing right. A Shakespearean play does typically have 5 acts. But, like, come on. Happy ending where you absolutely cheesed and goofed at the end of Romeo and Juliet? I think John, in many ways, is taking a massive reach on his statements here. So I want to test him today. I'm going to sit my ass down, and I'm going to watch his little piece of theater. And you guys are going to join me, okay? Just don't buy the merch at intermission. That shit's expensive, okay? Oh, shit. Sorry, here we go.
Black
Canyon City, Arizona lies
You got what
46
you
miles north
wanted.
of Phoenix, with the median age of 47.
But you lost what you
Residents
had.
average only $19,000 in individual income. 83% of local business comes from I-17.
Okay, so as you guys can see, today's episode brings us to a highway town. So immediately you're probably thinking, who cares? If your whole market is people from the highway and massively
Yeah, I know what
underpaid
anime
workers
is.
over the age of 45, people aren't coming for the experience, they're coming for the escape. Anyway, as soon as John hears about this place, he slams a beer, kisses his wife, and goes screaming down the highway into the night. And you know this episode's about to be a classic, because tonight it's a classic John and Russell adventure, baby.
I don't see anything, do you? A half a mile from the exit, I haven't seen one sign. People would stop and get some food if they knew they could stop.
So they're pretty freaked out, and I would be too. Whenever I drive alone at night, I always convince myself that there's someone in the backseat waiting to kill me. And don't tell me you can't relate to that. I know there's someone out there who does. They get so freaked out that John goes as far as suggesting that they could get killed by people hiding in the bushes.
Pretty scary looking place. Who the bushes
Sure,
are?
I don't care,
You could be
man.
hiding in those bushes, Russell. You jump out of your car, they'll kill you. There's no women would come here ever.
You guys think he had the crew check the bushes before he got out of the car like monsters under the bed?
Hey, Mr. Taffer, come on, we gotta head in. There's a fight going on inside. No, you didn't check the bushes. Russell, lock the door.
Oh, by the way, for all of you first-time viewers, Russell Davis is a professional mixologist that helps John out on the show from time to time. He's kind of like the Bucky Barnes of the BRCU. You know, he's always there to be a sidekick to John, but when the time comes for him to take command, you know, he's just as powerful.
John has brought 10-year veteran mixologist Russell Davis, Nightclub and Bar's 2012 Bartender of the Year.
And Russell's guest intro has got to be my favorite on the entire show, because this guy's so goddamn intense for no reason. Specifically, this shot of him filling the jigger like his life depends on it, it drives me insane, dude. But I'm glad John's looking out for the ladies, and by looking out, I mean watching their every move in the bar for the past 3 days.
And not watch
because
JoJo's
John
Bizarre
has been
Adventure.
surveilling the
I like
bar
some of the
for
style
past
though.
3
It's
days.
very stylized, and I like
You're not
that.
going to believe what you're about to see. Watch this.
What if you just started gaming? Wouldn't that be funny?
I think that'd be so epic if John and Russell forgot to do the episode because they were playing Clash of Clans or watching Kai Cenat. I don't know, was that good? Alright, so here's the main character breakdown. We got Scott and Donna, those are the owners, and then we have their daughter, Aaliyah, who was actually the one to call John in.
But here's the kicker, Russell. They're driving a motorcycle in an enclosed space with food around it with carbon monoxide. That engine is running.
I mean, truly, there's really nothing I have to say about this. The insanity speaks for itself. But I can't help but think, right? What is so entertaining about bringing a motorcycle inside? Is that not just proof of how dumb we as humans are? Is bringing something inside that belongs outside like our Achilles heel? It's the same reason that we stare at that car that they put in the middle of the mall that no one ever wins, you know? Only difference is the added risk of death.
I don't think I've ever seen that before.
This is going to be a rough one, man.
Now, that bit was a little unusual. Usually the show just tops right into the recon section, but that was like a pre-recorded bit, so I guess it was sort of like pre-con. Sorry, I just wanted to give you a little time to discuss that joke with a partner. So now we're actually in the recon section. They give us a good look at the absolutely massive floor plan of the establishment, and as usual, John sends in the sorest thumb he possibly can.
I got us a tourist who's going to go in and sit at the bar.
What do you mean you got a tourist? Like, where? You think John was just camped outside the restaurant for the past 3 days, profiling people for the job?
Hey, come here, sweetheart. You an actress?
They immediately start this drink counter for Donna, and, you know, after you watch this much bar rescue, you realize that pretty much all of these bars have at least one drunk employee, if not more. The sad thing is, you'd think it would get super repetitive, but what you actually learn is that everyone's alcoholism looks very different, which is super depressing. But these guys fucking love it. Look at that. We then learn that this bar loves to pour shots. It's their favorite game.
Look at this pour. Every time she uses one of those cups, she's pouring like 2 to 3 ounces.
It's almost a full bottle of alcohol.
Okay, hold on. Look, I gotta call them out here, though, because clearly no one's coming to this place looking for a properly poured shot. If anything, they're clenching their ass cheeks just waiting for the bartender to overserve.
How uncomfortable she looks.
Yeah, man, of course she's uncomfortable. Yes, given that this is a highway spot, literally any type of person could come through that door. But be honest with me here, man. How often does someone come through that door looking like the fucking Queen of England? If people doing shots in a bar was her breaking point, I think you've already found an error in your data.
Want to talk dirty to me?
No, I can think of something else we can go do. In the back somewhere.
All right, man.
The Decoy orders barbecue chicken. Meanwhile, we're introduced to this waitress who is pretty much just D from It's Always Sunny. Like, I can't think of a better waitress.
I like One Punch Man. I really like One Punch Man. I think it's funny as fuck.
If you could guess her name in 3 guesses, I would literally give you $1 million because her name is Yum Yum and
One
she
Punch
fucking
Man.
sucks.
That bartender's name is Yum Yum.
And I can already tell this is going to be an issue for John because he notoriously hates anything creative or zany. He's like the priest dad from Footloose, but for alcoholics. This is the same guy who turned a pirate cosplay bar into a restaurant called Corporate Bar and Grill. He might straight up kill her. Well, we'll just have to see what happens because Donna's already on drink number 10 and it's 9 p.m. Not only that, over in the kitchen, they're absolutely abusing this chicken by waterboarding it in barbecue sauce. It's essentially not even barbecue. When they put the food down in front of her, she pulls like the Squidward move, you know, where like the Krabby Patty, it turns into like rubber. And then this old lady next to her is just like,
Thank you. Bye.
so why the hell are you back for a second night in a row? Right? Is that not like a bizarrely confusing thing to throw into the episode? Like now I want to know her story. Is that just what happens when you get old? Do you just get so complacent that you value a night of bad service? Donna offers to get the Decoy a shot because she didn't like her food, but she doesn't want that, and Donna is pissed drunk. Like, it's actually just really uncomfortable to watch.
I really just wanted to sit down, maybe have a glass of water, not really a hard liquor drink.
Okay, I'm sorry. Is this a joke? Why would you agree to do this show if you're just looking to have a refreshing glass of water? It's a Wild West bar. At the very best, you're getting a replica tumbleweed. This episode is leaving me with so many unanswered questions. Like, this woman has way too much personality and flavor to just be a tourist. Who is she? And I mean, don't even get me started on the old lady again. Clearly, she's stuck in some kind of FNAF-esque simulation game where you have to go to the same shitty bar for the rest of your life. Five Nights at Freddy's, more like every night across the street from the Econo Lodge.
What happened? Holy.
Oh my god! Are you fucking kidding me, man? Why are they so obsessed with riding things into the bar? It's just not that cool. They're like cavemen to fire. I do have to give it to them, though. They did sort of solve the issue of the carbon monoxide. By the way, this has nothing to do with the bar staff. This is literally just some random-ass dude riding his horse into the bar. All context removed. That's fucking hard rock. And okay, though, I do feel really bad for the horse, though. That was kind of, like, weirdly scary to watch. The horse could have gotten very hurt, but at least he got an opportunity to leave a big fuck you on the floor before leaving. Look, John loves it.
Oh, he crapped on the floor! No!
This experience is so jarring to John and Russell that they literally have to take a moment to breathe and debrief.
We just saw a horse crap on the floor in a bar. I'm going in. I gotta go to work, man. I'll see you inside later.
Unfortunately, John is winning so far because our person in trouble here is very clear to see. However, I believe he got lucky because the first 10 minutes of this episode were so bizarre that I think I'm going blind. Sorry, I did that in the wrong direction.
A horse took a crap in the middle of this bar tonight, and they didn't even clean it up.
Yeah, they didn't even clean it up and I had to eat it. Please cut the camera, man.
Very nice to meet you.
Pleasure. Good to meet you.
You look as good in all of your pictures as you have as all of your shows.
You seem so intoxicated. I'm surprised you know even who the hell I am, to be honest with you.
Fucking asshole. Now, this is truly embarrassing, man. I mean, it's one thing to have John pull up to your shit show in the middle of the work night, but to be blackout drunk is, like, humiliating. Things become even more abysmal when John takes the family into the back to have a chat.
Hi, John.
Can you
It's
see
nice to
me?
meet you.
Can you even see me?
Yeah,
Am I in focus?
You're in focus.
You're in focus? Okay, sit down if you can.
So he sits them down and he's like,
Sit down if
"Okay,
you
guys,
can."
let's just give this a try." He opens the floor and basically just wants to know how they got to such a low point. For reference, they're only about $180,000 in debt, which in comparison to past bars is measly, so this is certainly salvageable. Remember though, John states that in Act 2 of his masterpiece, the characters resist change. Well, I don't know if that applies here because they don't know where they are. When Aaliyah starts telling the story, she immediately gets cut off by Scott, who at this point is barely speaking English, and John is pretty annoyed. In fact, the big problem with this discussion
I'm
is that
listening
they're so
to
blacked out that
Andy
John can't
King,
even
one of his
properly
bar rescue episodes. It was just a one-off joke with FNAF.
Listen to me.
And you can tell me to shut up, and I will listen.
Thank you.
So obviously, the solution to this situation is yelling, because there's nothing that John hates more than when people who drink get drunk.
Don't talk.
I will listen to you.
Don't talk.
You know, you think
What happened
try.
was...
Oh my
The
god.
situation is actually the worst. I mean, they're alcoholics, their daughter is miserable, and this conversation is useless. Finally, Aaliyah gets the chance to speak, though, and she tells John that they failed to pay their property taxes. Therefore, the bank is foreclosing on them. It would seem that, unfortunately, the biggest problem here, then, is the screaming alcoholism. So, new rule. No more drinking.
You guys have one drink?
Thank you.
I walk out of here.
Go, please!
Don't make me take care of my daughter.
Well, John got Act 2 quite wrong, because they didn't resist change, they begged for it.
Have fun. To get you here, to have you save my business.
But Scott, listen to me.
Only you can. I want you to teach me how.
But now everyone needs to get a good night of rest, because tomorrow, John's gonna sit them all down and get them into
Alright,
shape.
I'm done.
Supposedly, we have entered Act